After a massive struggle in the Rosewood prison, Dan found the first of 3 journals that he needs for extraction. Now the second one is somewhere in the huge military apartments in Martridge, which is surrounded by huge hordes. It's going to be another massive challenge for Dan. Can he do it? Okay, so Dan is locked and loaded. He's got his trusty JS2000 shotgun. He's got 14 boxes of shotgun shells. He's upgraded his bag so he can fit that all in. He is ready to roll. I hope he's got enough beta blockers, and I hope he's got enough luck, because I think he's gonna need it. Okay, well already there are huge groups of zombies everywhere. I mean, I just got a feeling that this is maybe a bad idea. That's just going to be too much for Dan, but somewhere in that huge 4-story, 4-block military apartment is a small pool. Now there, did you see what I saw? Somebody did point it out. There is a survivor house just there. It's not big. Let's grab the axe. Let's hope Dan's got enough energy to take out the huge horde, because there's going to be a lot coming. Okay, it is time for Dan to get to work. He's a little bit over encumbered. Let's just try and put the shotgun away. And we're definitely going to need a chill pill, but it is definitely not worth going that way. It is definitely, well, hopefully, maybe we could find a katana. There is a survivor house there. Dan is freaked out of his mind. Do we have any beta blockers? We've got one full bottle. I got a feeling we're going to use that whole bottle today. It's going to be intense. Okay, the zombies are still streaming into the area, following the noise of the van. This is probably the first fresh meat they've seen in weeks. And that is a big group. It is going to be a massive body count today. Oh yeah, that's quite a big group. Wow, that is a big group. I really hope the loot in that survivor house is worth risking his life. Well, as that group doesn't get any smaller, as more and more zombies come to the area, they're coming in just as quick as Dan can kill them, which I gotta say is pretty quick. And he's starting to wonder actually if the loot in that survivor house is actually worth risking his life for. But it's too late to go back now. Okay, well, the exertion is already kicking in, and Dan hasn't even got halfway through that group, so he's just gonna have to fall back. That's the first. Maybe we should just do that survivor house on the way back. Let's just focus, let's turn his attention back to the original plan. So with that in mind, let's get the shotgun ready, let's get it equipped, and let's get ready to raise hell. Okay, well, here we go. There's no going back now. Let's just get the axe away so Dan does not want to be over encumbered. Now he hasn't got much energy, so he's not going to be able to run very much. But he's ready to roll. As I said, he's got a shotgun. He's got 14 boxes of shells. What is that? 350 shells? 359. Is that going to be enough? I sincerely hope so. Okay, yeah, that's a lot coming into the area. That is a lot. Oh my god, this is just, I mean, what was Dan thinking? This is insane. Okay, we've got a nice group right in front of Dan, so let's hope he can start thinning out that horde, because it is absolutely massive. Yeah, this is the problem, getting surrounded. There's going to be zombies coming into the area from all directions. Dan maybe needs to wait it out and wait for them to all come in the same area, but you know, it's kind of getting a bit dangerous. There's so many zombies. That's another level up of aiming. We got to start shooting. Look at that horde. It's huge. Okay, well, Dan's opened a couple of boxes of shotgun shells. He's opened a can of fruit cocktail because he was hungry, and that has given a chance for the situation to die down a little. Well, not die down, but just to sort of even out. All the zombies are now in quite a big group, so let's really start thinning out that horde. Okay, well, Dan's taken another chill pill, and I'm not really sure if it's having any effect, because I mean, look at that. It is just a huge group of zombies, and there's still zombies streaming into the area. I mean, it kind of feels like we've alerted every single zombie in March Ridge. Okay, well, I mean, Dan's probably taken out about 80 zombies already, because every shot he's down in 3 or 4 zombies. Now you might be thinking, why on earth was Dan firing off a shotgun in March Ridge? I mean, he should just clear the area systematically with the axe. He's deadly. I'm sure he'd be fine. But those military apartments are huge. They're going to be stuffed full of zombies. So I really wanted to draw out all of the zombies from the inside as well. Get the building as empty as possible. Because it's going to be tricky. There's going to be a lot of narrow corridors, blind corners, small rooms. There's a lot of scope for just getting his ass bitten in no time. So we want to try and draw out as many zombies from the building as well. So that's why that is raising absolute merry hell. You look at that. How Dan can stand down such a huge amount of zombies is just incredible. This guy has come a long way in just a couple of weeks, that is for sure. Yeah, but it definitely feels like Dan has turned a corner. There is the flow of zombies into the area has definitely dwindled. It's definitely slowed down. So hopefully all of these zombies that Dan can see right before him, yeah, all of those, that is hopefully all that he needs to take out. Yeah, just a couple of hundred. And then he can turn his attention to searching through the military apartments. Okay, so here we go again. I mean, come on, do you think that group is getting any smaller yet? I mean, it's just got to be. Dan's gone through over 100 shells, and I must have killed at least a couple of hundred already. I mean, in just a couple of hours. I mean, he's kind of averaging 100 zombie kills a minute, more than that, a zombie kill. That's 100 zombie kills every hour, I should say. And zombie kill, more than one zombie kill every minute. It's just insane. Look at the amount of bodies everywhere. It's just crazy. And there is another level of aiming. I think that is aiming level 6 now. Okay, this is almost done now. You can see that group is, I mean, it's kind of tiny in comparison. There's just no way Dan could have been able to do this with just melee. It would have taken days, if not weeks. But when you got a shotgun and you got enough ammo, it's nothing more than an afternoon's work. Okay, well here we are. It's just an absolute slaughter. That's it. I mean, look, all you've got is just those few groups of zombies. Absolutely insane. It's only 6:30. Dan started, I don't know, just late afternoon, late morning, and he's just absolutely slaughtered hundreds upon hundreds of zombies with just one shotgun and 7 boxes of ammo. Look at that. Will you look at that? Maybe now Dan's absolutely uncontrollable heartbeat will slow down, but will you look at that? Insane. Now somewhere around here Dan saw a zombie with a fire axe, which is an essential piece of equipment for him. So he's just gonna try, at least. He might give up after a while, but he's just gonna try and search through these huge groups of corpses. Ooh, now that is lucky. Okay, well, somewhat predictably, Dan could not find the fire axe. He did, however, find another repeater map fragment. So that is absolutely awesome. Have we got enough now? Have we got enough to reveal another location? We do. Let's just get in the van. Don't want to get surprised. While we gaze, yeah, there's always another zombie, isn't there? Let's not attract any more attention. Let's not waste a whole round on just one zombie. Let's just take them out with the pipe wrench. But we want to also move back to the survivor home, the barricaded home that we saw just up the road. Because hopefully, I mean, maybe, who knows, there'll be 3 or 4 fire axes in there, maybe even a katana, shotgun shells, hopefully some really good gear. But let's see, and let's reveal the location of another repeater. Ooh, okay, all the antenna repeater locations are known, so it's not clear if that actually revealed a new one or not. So we just got 2 there, so we just got, wait, I thought we had more than that. We've got Riverside and we've got the north of Mulder. Okay, well, I guess it doesn't show any extra repeater locations. Those are the 2 we need, and those are the 2 we've got. So I guess Dan will be heading to Mulder next, but that is making a massive assumption that he survives this. He's still got an absolutely massive challenge, and that's to search through those military apartments. There's still going to be danger in there. There's still going to be zombies in there behind doorways, and if he's unlucky, he opens a door and there's 3 or 4 zombies behind it. But for now, all he's interested in is this survivor home. Well, would you look at that? Would you look at that just in the post box sitting there? I don't think Dan is going to need it. I mean, he's not going to be looking to try and survive in this hellhole. He's looking to try and get out as quickly as possible, and that means getting the journals, getting the repeaters online to boost the signal, and arranging the extraction. I mean, it's going to be massive. Even though he's just going to focus on that, it could still take him months, and it's all going to finish, hopefully at least if he gets there, it's all going to finish with an extraction from the roof of the Ohio Mall. Insane. Okay, could still be several zombies in here. There's definitely at least one. Let's just not risk it. Make sure it is just one. This is a single story home, so what you see is what we've got. And there's another level up. I mean, it can't be a surprise with the amount of fighting that Dan has had to do. Okay, let's see. We're going to find... Ooh, okay, well, we're out of food in the bag, so we'll grab those. In fact, let's just fill up the canteen. That was thirsty work for Dan. Ooh, now this could be a promising start. Not the best condition. We're going to find... Ooh, there we go. 100% JS2000 shotgun and an M16 assault rifle with a couple of magazines. It's amazing. Let's grab that bag and fill it up straight away. Okay, well, we have pretty much filled up the bag straight away. Wow. Okay. Oh, wait. That's the journal we need. That is... But wait, that means we don't even need... That means we don't even need to go in the military apartments. What the hell? That is unexpected. Let's just grab that. I mean, why not? Oh, first words, okay. Wow. I was not expecting that. That is the research journal we need. Is that the one we need? I think so. Wow, that means that Dan can just not even go anywhere near those military apartments, which could be the difference between life and death, really. He was not looking forward to trying to work his way through those 4 huge apartment blocks. Still going to be a lot of zombies in there, but it looks like now that he doesn't even need to do it. Well, whoever was in this survivor home looks like they managed to survive for quite a while, because most of the useful weapons are pretty much knackered. Not interested in club hammers. So that's actually it. That is it. All guns and ammo, no melee weapons at all. Dan was hoping for a few more fire axes, but the jewel in the crown is this, the Research Journal Volume 2. Okay, well, Dan's got to find somewhere safe to sleep. Now you're thinking, come on, it's got no front door, but Dan, in case you hadn't noticed, hopefully at least, Dan just pretty much killed every single zombie for several blocks. At least I hope so. Do we want one of these crafted spears? I think we do. Let's just grab that. Let's see how well Dan can get on with that. But we're going to sleep here. There's no zombies in here. Yeah, there's no front door, but it's fine. All the windows are barricaded. So as long as we don't get 5 or 6 zombies knocking on that door, then Dan should be just fine. Okay, well, Dan has had a magnificent night's sleep. It seems that slaughtering literally like 400 or 500 zombies, well, that was the bathroom, agrees with Dan. Now, he was of a mind to just go straight on to Muldra, north of Muldra, and find set up the first repeater antennae, but it's always going to be needful. They're always going to need supplies. So we're going to actually spend the rest of today, man, that is a foggy day, just looting March Ridge. Dan killed 500 odd zombies yesterday. Yes, it really was that many. So there must be huge swathes of March Ridge just completely zombie free, and a lot of loot lying around ready to be taken. So let's go and find it. Man, it is really, really difficult to see what is around and what is going on. And Dan's taking a look at the map, and this is basically the commercial area here. We've got restaurants, who knows what else we're going to find. Hopefully, it definitely do with topping up on the beta blockers. And hopefully, there really shouldn't be that many zombies around. Let's grab that. We can do some damage with that. One thing that Dan should also be on the lookout for is a better vehicle. Because that green truck, it wasn't in the best condition. It's taken a bit of damage. It takes more than 1 or 2 goes to restart it. So we're going to be checking out the car lots as well as all of the locations. Okay, well, that's the back door, the side door, the front door, the back door, all locked up tight. That is the kitchen. Now we've still got a danger of alarms. Because I think there is still power. Yeah, you can hear the fridges going. Let's hope we can find a few bits of food. Dan is really hungry. Wow, and that is useful. Again, some more useful gear, coffee. But the only bit of food, I think Dan might pass. That's not a great choice. Is it gravy mix, hot sauce, or vinegar? I'm not even going to bother going into the main restaurant. Let's move on. Okay, well, the fog has finally lifted and we've got more commercial zones up ahead. Ooh, that looks like a farmer hug. But there's some more fighting to be doing, more clearing. Shouldn't see big groups of zombies around, but looks like we're going to get groups of 5 or 6 around every street corner. So there's still going to slow Dan's loot loving a little bit. Hey, but Dan is taking care of business though. That is another small group done. Now, do we want? Well, I think we're gonna have to take that school bag. It's not the greatest for loot, but it's better than nothing. Now, what are we gonna see? Just some more zombies. ABCD driving school, a bakery. Well, you'd think Dan might have gotten a bit braver by now, but no. 3 zombies, still absolutely terrifying. I mean, I suppose that helps with the survival instinct, I guess. I don't want to get careless. That can be a massive killer. Wow, we got some good targets here. We got the Nourish Food Mart next to it. There's a gas station. There's not that many zombies. Okay, that's the 2 taken out from the front. Let's just make sure the area is pretty much clear before we go inside. Okay, well, Dan's attracted quite a lot of attention. So we're going to go with the axe. We're going to have to drop this loot bag. Dan needs both hands. And there's no way... Now, there's no need to make it difficult by just continuing with the nightstick. Although he's getting pretty decent with the short blunt. It's always the axe for the win, that is for sure. Okay, well, it did not take long for that exertion to kick in. There is the farmer hug. Let's hope we can find a lot of beta blockers, because where Dan's going, as in Louisville, he's going to need them, because if you think that there are a lot of zombies so far in Rosewood at the prison and here at the military apartments, you ain't seen nothing yet. Okay, well, it looks like we've actually got 2 medical location. So we got 2 chances to stock up on medical supplies, most notably beta blockers. We got a farmer hug, we got a family medical center. I think we're gonna actually pull back to the truck, take a seat in the cab, get some rest before, and then we'll come back with the van, with the truck, and finally get to Luton. Okay, so here we are. Man, it is 4 o'clock in the afternoon and Dan is already tired, which is a surprise because that military wakefulness usually stands him in good stead. Now all he's interested in March Ridge, medical supplies and food. So he's going to hit up these 2 medical areas and the food store, Nourish or whatever it was called, and then he's going to move on. He's actually hoping to get to the Rusty Rifle in Muldra before the end of the day. So Dan's got a loot bag. What is he going to find? He's going to take pretty much anything and everything, but the star find would, it's not foundation makeup, it's got to be beta blockers. Okay, well, as is often the case, the one thing that you really want is the one thing that you can't find. No beta blockers on the shop floor. We got the back storage area here. Damn, really is good. And with that fire axe, I think it's going to take a lot more hits to break down these heavy security doors. There's got to be some beta blockers in here, right? There we go. Look at that. That's exactly what we needed. 3 more bottles of beta blockers. There's a lot of supplies here. There really is. Okay, well, that is this farmer hug completely searched. We got 9 bottles of painkillers, 6 bottles of beta blockers, and loads of other good stuff. 3 bottles of vitamin pills, some energy drinks. That is going to come in massive use for Dan's bid to get the hell out of Knox County to get extraction. We still got the family medical center next door. And we still got some zombies left in March Ridge. Can you believe? It looks like it is just 5 or 6, so we're going to stay with the nightstick. Now Dan's adrenaline is kicking in, that's why he's no longer tired. The panic is overriding his tiredness, which is useful. He should be getting used to just being panicked out of his mind now, really. Hey, there we go, another group taken care of. Now Dan doesn't really need to search the bodies for old Habits Die Hard. He's got all the repeater locations now, 1 in Riverside, 1 north of Muldra, which is going to be his next location. But as I said, there's a couple of more places Dan wants to loot in March Ridge before he leaves this place, hopefully forever. So that is the outside area now finally clear, so let's get back to Luton and let's make it quick. It is already 10 to 7, it's getting dark. Dan still wants to get that road trip done, so we're just gonna grab the absolute essentials. We've got so much medical supplies now. Okay, well Dan's found another lot of coffee, so he's got enough energy drinks and coffee and tea to keep him going for sort of like a week straight, really. It's insane. Yeah, well, this is a big family medical center. There's a lot of consulting rooms. There's been a lot of gear, but Dan's really just now wants to get as many of these things, beta blockers, as he needs. You can see we've got more than enough medical supplies to keep Dan alive. Let's hope. Ooh, what is that? Let's take that and try and figure out what vehicle that is. But let's just hope he doesn't need any of this medical supplies. Okay, now that key was for this vehicle here, which Dan is actually pretty tempted with. Yeah, it doesn't have any gas, but there's a gas station right nearby, and we still got yeah, it's not the best condition. I don't know. Yeah, we can do better than that. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get to the food store and let's hit the road and get out of March Ridge. Okay, well Dan was looking for the food store and he's just a block up, which means this is a new area and clearly it's far enough away from all of the shotgun shenanigans by the military apartments for them not to have heard. That is a lot of zombies, so Dan's gonna have to pop some pills, beta blockers and vitamin pills, drop the bag, get the axe and get swinging. But again, this is going to be another thing that slows him down. Okay, well Dan had a moment of panic. He didn't have any vitamin pills. Then he remembered about the coffee, which also gives him a little bit of hunger as well. It kind of kills two birds with one stone. This is all very dramatic with the rain, but as you can see, there's not really that much drama, is there? Because Dan is an absolute monster now when it comes to zombie slaying. Although he still needs to work on his fitness a little bit. He's already exerted, but it's only the first level, and when you get really good at a weapon, it doesn't make a dramatic impact. Okay, there we go. Again, let's not waste time searching the corpses. Yeah, but it looks like there is one doozy of a storm rolling in. I just think that maybe Dan is... There's no need for Dan to push it. He's safe here, kind of, although he's got nowhere safe to sleep at the moment. So that's going to be fun trying to find somewhere in the dark and the rain. But we'll push back the road trip to Moldra until the morning, till the next day, because there's going to be a lot of fighting. And Dan does not want to be rolling up there in the dark when he's tired. Let's just stay in March Ridge for one more night. Now Dan does like the look of that cop car. It'd be nice if there was a copper nearby that might have a key. But there's no key, unfortunately. Any guns and ammo. That is a nice collection. We've got 3 M9 pistols already, so we'll take the magazine, we'll take the rounds. Let's grab a bag. We're running out of bags though, we're running out of space as well. Let's grab a bag and fill it up with food. Okay, let's just grab the food and get out of here. Well, a convenience store means junk food and meds, it seems, but Dan will take it. In fact, let's just have the jelly beans now. That's a little bit more food. I'm kind of thinking, does he really need any more food? I don't think he does, but I don't know. Maybe you can't have too much food, I suppose. Let's work. Let's get Dan round to the food store just up here. Oh, Dan almost got surprised there. He did not hear them coming over the roar of the thunder. He was almost caught out there. That would have been a really tough way for him to go after coming through so much. Around the front of the food store, there's another group of 5 or 6 zombies, and it's going to get bigger. Dan's actually up against it a little bit here. He's tired, he's exerted, he's going with the nightstick. This is going to be quite a battle. But he is getting there. Just imagine how dramatic all of that shotgun stuff would have been in a rainy, stormy, thundery storm like this. That would have been quite an experience for Dan. Fortunately, he didn't have to do that, but you can see he's panicked, he's tired. Suddenly, it's taken 6, 7, 8 hits to take out the zombies rather than 1 or 2, but take them out he still does. Oh boy, that was a lot of work. Hey, let's get in from the rain that's almost coming down vertically. That's a lot of food. That's a lot of food. That's going to be more food than Dan probably really needs, but we'll definitely take that coffee. We're just going to fill up this bag with food, fill up the truck with gas, and then somehow find somewhere safe to sleep when it's dark and there's a really noisy thunderstorm. It's going to be tricky. Okay, well, it has been easy pickings. There's a lot of food here as well. Food that's going to really actually keep him going, the canned corned beef and the cereal, because he is losing weight. So it's always a constant battle. He's absolutely filled his face, and he's got another full bag of food. Now we need to just fill up the truck with gas. No, in fact, you know what? Let's not push it. Dan's got enough gas to get to Moldra, and there is a gas station right on the southern end. So his plan is to get to the Rusty Rifle, make that his base of operations. So speaking of base of operations, Dan's now got to find somewhere safe to sleep. Okay, well, I think the obvious plan, well, that's a lot of military personnel. I think the obvious plan is to go back to the edge of the military apartments, to the residential area. That should be pretty clear, and Basically, Dan's just going to go back to those row of houses where he found that survivor home. That is a big trailer. That is a big trailer. Maybe before he moves on from March Ridge, he'll check out that car park. There's a few decent looking vehicles. Dan is a little bit lost. It's this way. But I think that's going to have to be it for today. I don't think Dan will have any problems. I mean, you can see for yourself the damage that Dan has done to March Ridge. I don't think he's going to have any problems getting back to a home here and finding somewhere safe to sleep as he goes around the corner and sees hundreds of zombies. Nope, we're going to actually choose one of these townhouses because they're 2-story, but you can see the area is pretty much deserted. So next episode, it's Moldra, it's the rusty rifle, the gas station, stock up on supplies and gas, and then it's on to the antenna repeater, the first of 2 that Dan needs to get operational to boost the signal enough to start extraction, which again I just can't believe is going to have to be from the roof of the Grand Ohio Mall in Louisville. Almost an impossible task, but Dan is doing well so far, and if you want to see if he can make it, then if you haven't already, do sub, hit that notification bell so you can keep up to date, and I hope you will join us for the next one. But for now, that is all. Peace.